So, since I was going to do this video about Petit Jean, obviously I had to tell the story of Petit Jean. And I was going to do that myself, but as a part of the Parks Interpretive Series, we have a bona fide interpreter here. So we're going to let her tell the story. Identify yourself.
My name is Carrie, and I work here as a park interpreter at Petit Jean State Park.
You guys ever in Reader's Theater before? Alright, I'll explain it then.
My kids, of course.
Reader's Theater, whenever whenever it's Petit Jean's part, she's going to speak for a second and say something. Whenever it's the first line, that's the first time you speak. Second time you speak, and then third. Same thing with Chauvet. Whenever Chauvet speaks, he'll say the first thing the first time, the second thing the second time, the third thing the third time. But we're going to talk about this one. This is the most popular one that y'all will see. So, we're going to go and get started. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a French nobleman named Chauvet. He lived during a time when the French were exploring the New World, and he wanted out on the action. He went to the king and said,
Cameron.
King Judas, I would to do.
Perfect. Oh, you do, said the king. I'll tell you what. Since you're my second cousin's best friend's brother, I'll give you a grant for exploration in the New World in the land of Louisiana. Chauvet, excited about his new job, ran home and began packing. That evening, while he was busy getting his socks, underwear, maps, and compasses together, his beautiful young fiancée, Adrienne Dumont, stopped by his home. He excitedly told her the news that he was going to get to go to the New World.
Oh, Chauvet, we're going to get married. How about you let me come on a trip with you?
You cannot come, he said. Beautiful young fiancée Adrienne begged and pleaded with Chauvet, but he continued to refuse. Finally, she left and went back to her home. On the way, though, she thought of a daring plan. The next day, she presented herself to the captain of the ship. She introduced herself not as Adrienne Dumont, but as Jean Dumont. She said,
I want to go along as cabin boy.
The captain said, Adrienne had cleverly disguised herself as a young boy, a disguise that even Chauvet did not recognize. So the beautiful young fiancée, Adrienne, was going to get to go to the New World after all. The captain and the crew all welcomed aboard their new cabin boy. It wasn't long before they took to calling the beautiful young cabin boy Petit Jean, or Little John. Across the wide Atlantic Ocean, through storms and gales and large flocks of seagulls, over the ocean, up the Mississippi River, and into the Arkansas River, the captain, crew, Chauvet, and the young, beautiful cabin boy Petit Jean went. They stopped at Arkansas Post and got some supplies, and then sailed up the Arkansas River, past the Little Rock, then past the Big Rock, and all the way until they saw this mountain. They met some friendly Native Americans who supplied them with food and showed them the way to the top of the mountain. All summer, Chauvet, the young, beautiful cabin boy Petit Jean, the captain, crew, and Native Americans explored and camped on top of this mountain. It was soon time to ready themselves for the trip back to France. They gathered food, made repairs to the ship, and readied themselves for the long journey. But something terrible happened the night before they were to leave. Petit Jean fell sick. She had a fever and was delirious and slipped in and out of consciousness. It was the crew's doctor who made the discovery that Petit Jean was not a cabin boy, but a cabin girl. Chauvet was immediately told the news. He rushed to her side and said,
What are you doing? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? The beautiful young fiancée, Adrienne, looked up into the eyes of Chauvet and pleaded for forgiveness. She told him of how their love could not keep her separate from him. She then had a request.
Please, if I die, bury me here on the cool-looking mountain.
That night, she died. Chauvet, the captain, crew, and Native Americans took the young, beautiful cabin girl they knew as Petit Jean and buried her here on this mountain that now bears her name. Chauvet left the New World, never to return, but also never forgetting his fiancée he left here.
So I totally just dropped my microphone over the rail down here by the grave and received permission to come get it. So might as well take the opportunity to get a picture of the supposed gravesite up close. She did just inform us, I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, that this is not a gravesite at all. It had been explored sometime in the 70s or 80s, and there is no grave here. So as of now, Petit Jean is just a legend.
We here at Studio 119 would like to remind all of you out there listening, wherever you might be, that though the hill might be steep and the trail be rocky, the mountaintop awaits. Carry on.